Welcome. Let's be honest about something. This is not a simple motivational clip where I give you 3 quick fixes and then vanish. This lesson is far more important, far more grounded in reality. The subject we explore today is the line between a life of distress and a life filled with deep serenity. We live in a noisy world designed to push your buttons. People might provoke you for attention. They might speak badly about you because they wish you ill. They might simply ignore you to make you feel small. And what do most people do? They snap back instantly. They get loud, emotional, and lose their footing. In doing so, they give away their quiet confidence. They sacrifice their energy. They lose their personal power. Think about the cost of fast reactions. That moment of anger that caused a painful breakup. That hurtful comment that ended a long friendship. That one outburst that made things worse. So today, I urge you to slow down and truly listen. If you grasp the principles we will discuss, you will transform into a person who is not just resilient, but truly unshakable, centered, capable, focused, and calm. This strength comes not from changing the difficult world, but from choosing how you interact with your own mind. This video is not just for achieving success. It is for everyone who is tired of feeling lost in a fog of emotions. This is for those ready to claim their inner authority. I promise you this. By the end of this video, you will have understood a type of control most individuals never discover. This lesson is more than just life advice. It's structured to strengthen your English fluency. The language is clear and steady, helping you build better communication and better thinking habits. Let's start. Lesson 1. A quick reaction is your weakness. If your response is automatic, you are surrendering your control. If a rude remark can change your entire day, or an insult can instantly turn your calm mood into anger, you are allowing others to play with your feelings. You are being manipulated, and your feelings are the strings. Many confuse speed with strength, but reacting quickly does not mean you are powerful. It means you are easy to predict and easy to control. Every time you react without taking a moment, you are losing valuable resources, your peace, your attention, your inner quiet. Consider this. How many good opportunities were missed because you acted on sudden anger? How many times did you say things you instantly wished you could take back? This is what it means to be emotionally bound. You are not physically chained, but your mental state is controlled by external noise. For instance, there was a young student who worked very hard on a major project. He missed social events and studied late every night. However, when he presented his work, a classmate laughed and made a disrespectful joke about it. The student immediately shouted, criticizing the classmate loudly and personally. The other students were shocked. The student felt justified, but afterward, people remembered him as the volatile person, not the intelligent one. His immediate reaction ruined his reputation. He didn't win the argument. He lost respect because he allowed someone else's foolish words to dictate his behavior. The path to control, the 5-count rule. Powerful people have one simple habit. They delay their response. Next time someone tries to start a fight, next time you face criticism or feel ignored, do nothing. Do not speak. Do not move. Just breathe deeply. Count to 5 while you inhale and exhale. In those 5 seconds, you are reclaiming your most precious possession, your ability to choose. When you pause, a fundamental change happens. The immediate rush of feeling slows down. The heat goes away. Your brain starts to calculate instead of just feeling pain. You can still speak, but your words will be smart, not messy. Your actions will be thoughtful, not impulsive. This small habit, this single delay, will change your outcomes in every part of life. By not reacting, you are not being passive. You are being masterful. You are truly free. Lesson 2. The price of quick reactions is regret. We all have moments we wish we could erase from our memory. A decision, a harsh word, a sudden fight, all done without proper thought. We carry these regrets for years. You do not carry their bad opinion of you. You carry the pain of your own fast reaction. You do not carry the problem itself. You carry your emotional outburst about the problem. Some people think a quick reaction shows they are genuine or passionate. But actually, fast reactions are signs of pain, not strength. You react when you feel unprotected. You blame others when you feel fragile. You fight when you feel wounded. But after the moment passes, what remains? Shame, guilt, a heavy feeling. We often realize too late. I should have been quiet. I should have waited a bit. I should have ignored it. But the damage is done. Reactions are permanent. Words leave scars. Actions cannot be undone, and people remember. Think. How many positive connections have you destroyed because you reacted without waiting? How many peaceful days did you lose just because you let one negative person disturb your mind? And this is the most difficult truth. Often, you don't understand the full cost until it's too late to fix the relationship. There was a man who had a strong relationship with his best friend. They shared everything. But one evening, during a stressful conversation, the friend made a comment that was honest but hurtful to the man. The man immediately became aggressive. He shouted, listing all his friend's past mistakes. He spoke words fueled by old anger, not the truth of the moment. The group was silent. The friend walked out. Months passed, but the bond never returned. Years later, the man felt deep sorrow, not because of the initial hurtful comment, but because of his powerful, destructive reaction. One moment, one uncontrolled response, led to permanent separation. The path to growth: practice conscious response. This requires a mental adjustment, a daily commitment. When you feel a sudden wave of pain or anger, you must tell yourself this one truth: the feeling is real, but the action is my choice. Yes, you have the right to feel angry. Yes, the situation is unfair, but you must not act. Instead, stop. Close your mouth. Keep your body still. Let the anger move inside you, but stay silent. Notice the emotion. Ask yourself, am I angry about this situation now? Or is this an old, familiar feeling returning? Wait for 10 minutes, or an hour, or even until the next day. Then, and only then, give a reply that is honest, calm, and strong. This single change can save your relationships, your sanity, and your future. Because while reacting feels powerful for a minute, peace is powerful forever. Lesson 3. Quietness is your deepest power. The world is obsessed with noise. People are always talking, defending their position, explaining their actions, trying to prove they are right. But here is the secret of success. The most respected individuals are the quiet ones. They do not need noise to show their strength. Many people misunderstand quietness. They believe silence is a sign of fear or a lack of self-respect. But the opposite is true. It requires much more strength to stay calm than to scream. It requires more wisdom to leave a bad situation than to stay and argue. It takes courage to say nothing when every part of you wants to fight. Quietness is dignity. Quietness is strategy. Quietness is true control. When you remain quiet, people cannot read you. They don't know your next plan. They don't know if they truly hurt you or if you have already won the conflict in your mind. This uncertainty is a kind of power. Example, a business owner faced a sudden, aggressive public attack from a rival company. The rival used social media to spread false information and damage his reputation. Everyone expected the business owner to release a long, angry statement or start a legal fight immediately. But he did nothing. He remained silent. People called him weak, unprofessional, or even guilty. But he continued his work without speaking. 9 months later, the rival company's lies were exposed by another source. The original business owner's quiet response was then seen as extreme class and stability. While others were focused on shouting, he was focused on winning the long game. The path to victory. Use silence strategically. Silence is a tool. You do not need to reply to every piece of aggression. You do not need to prove your character to people who have already decided against you. You do not need to defend your dignity by posting online or sending angry messages. Sometimes, the wisest action is to say nothing at all. Let your silence speak louder than any words could. How to use quietness as a powerful defense. During a confrontation, simply say, "I hear you," and walk away. Do not argue. Let their frustration run out alone. When facing drama, do not join the confusion. Step back and wait for the truth to naturally appear. When disrespected, do not get angry. Do not cry. Do not explain. Look them in the eyes and stay silent. People will notice this self-control. And when they notice, you have won. Not by fighting, but by rising above the noise. Lesson 4. Your energy is a limited resource. A major mistake in life is trying to fight every minor battle. Defend yourself against every critic. Prove your worth to all who doubt you. And reply to every slight or misunderstanding. This may seem courageous, but in truth, it quickly destroys your energy, focus, and peaceful state. You must accept this fact. Not every situation requires your time. Not every person deserves your focus. Not every little problem needs your emotional investment. Your daily energy is limited. Every time you give it to useless conflicts, you have less energy for your important goals. Giving energy to gossip means losing energy for your work. Giving energy to anger means losing energy for your happiness. You fuel what drains you, and then wonder why you feel empty. Some people only provoke you because they enjoy seeing you upset. They want drama, not peace. If you keep entering their world, you will never have the peace required to build your own successful life. For example, a talented designer had a small online business and big dreams. She was extremely focused. But one day, a former colleague started an anonymous online campaign, spreading false rumors about her work. The designer was furious. She wrote long, detailed defenses online. She spent hours every night crying and worrying about why people didn't believe her. Weeks passed. She stopped focusing on her designs. She became miserable. She lost her ambition, all because she gave her most precious energy to a problem she should have ignored. She could have stayed quiet and let her successful work speak for itself. But she sacrificed her peace for people who did not deserve her attention. Years later, she reflected sadly, "I didn't fail because of what they posted. I failed because I fought a fight that didn't matter." The path to focus. Guard your energy like gold. You must decide what is worthy of your attention. Create a mental checklist. What truly deserves my effort today? If a problem is not on that list, you must walk away. Your goal is not to win every small argument. Your goal is to win your life. Stop explaining yourself to people who have already made up their minds to misunderstand you. If the conversation will not help you grow, it is a dangerous trap. This is not fear. This is intelligent strategy. You do not need to attend every fight you are invited to, because peace is not found in winning every battle. Peace is found in knowing which battles are not worth fighting at all. Lesson 5. A calm mind is an undefeated mind. People who maintain their calm when things are difficult are always respected. Calm individuals are trustworthy. Calm individuals are better leaders. Calm individuals make smart choices, build better relationships, and live richer lives. Why? Because when you remain calm, you keep all your power. When you remain calm, your vision is clear. When you remain calm, you become the most powerful person in any room, even if you never speak. Most people behave like uncontrolled storms. They panic, shout, blame, lose control, and wonder why their life is chaotic. But the calm person is the storm's opposite. They are the stillness that makes the danger disappear. Calmness does not mean you feel no pain. It means you have learned to manage that pain with stability, not with chaos. Example: a businessman was traveling on a flight when the plane suddenly hit severe turbulence. Lights went out, and objects flew around the cabin. Everyone on the plane panicked. They screamed, prayed loudly, and cried. But the businessman, sitting by the window, remained perfectly still. He closed his eyes and breathed deeply. When the turbulence stopped, a woman next to him asked, "How could you be so calm? Weren't you afraid?" He replied gently, "Fear is natural, but panic is a choice. I chose to save my energy for solutions, not for fear." His quiet presence was a source of relief for those around him. He showed that the chaos outside does not have to create chaos inside your mind. The path to resilience. Train your calmness. Calmness is not a natural gift. It is a muscle that must be developed, like a soldier preparing for a mission. Here is your training plan. Breathe consciously and often. Deep breathing is a tool. A calm body helps your mind relax. Observe before you judge. Watch what people do. Watch how situations develop. Then make a decision based on logic, not emotion. Wait before you act. Ask yourself, is my planned action based on the truth of the moment or the anxiety of the moment? If it is anxiety, wait. Practice calmness in minor situations. A difficult customer, a simple mistake, waiting in a long line. These are your exercises. Anyone can scream, cry, or panic. But the person who can stay composed in a crisis, speak gently, and act wisely, that person always wins. Life respects the calm mind, not the loud mind. Lesson 6. Reaction is habit. Conscious response is wisdom. Most people don't understand this truth. They are not reacting because they truly hate the situation. They react because reacting is their habit. It is automatic. It is an emotional routine. It is no longer a conscious choice. When an action becomes a habit, you stop questioning it. You just do it. Someone insults you, you attack back. Someone ignores you, you feel abandoned. You simply react because that is your established way of behaving. But here is the simple difference. Reaction is mechanical. Response is deliberate. And only one path leads to stability, success, and self-respect. A reaction is quick, driven by feelings, and messy. It comes from a hurt place inside you. A response is slow, clear, and planned. It comes from a place of inner strength. The person who reacts is like a strong wind, loud and temporary. The person who responds is like a strong mountain, quiet, deep, and unmovable. You must decide today, will you react like a machine, or will you respond like a master of your own life? Example: there was a young woman who worked as a receptionist in a busy medical office. She was always respectful. One morning, a high-status visitor arrived. He was arrogant, clicking his fingers and demanding immediate service. When he had to wait, he shouted across the waiting room, "Is everyone here slow, incompetent, or just completely deaf?" The room went silent. Everyone expected the young woman to get defensive or cry, but she looked at him, gave a small smile, and said calmly, "Sir, I understand your frustration with the wait, but I will continue to treat you and every other patient here with dignity, because that is our standard." The visitor, who tried to look powerful, suddenly looked small. The young woman, who seemed powerless, stood tall. The office supervisor saw everything and promoted the receptionist immediately. Why? Because she understood. Reaction is instinct. Response is self-possession. The path to freedom. Change habit into awareness. You can break old habits. You can teach your mind a new way to operate. Here is the process. Pause with every event. Even a single breath is enough. This break stops the automatic chain of emotion. This creates the space where true power lives. Ask a key question. Is this feeling about today or about something old? Often, your strong emotion is not about the person in front of you. It is an old memory or wound that was triggered. Awareness is the key to taking back control. Respond with clarity, not feeling. Truth is a stable foundation. Raw emotion is unstable. Speak only when your message is clear and your heart is quiet. Practice this conscious response daily, even in small events. Practice when traffic is bad. Practice when a friend is late. Practice when life feels slightly unfair. Every moment is an opportunity to become mentally stronger. The world needs fewer reactors and more conscious responders. The people who remain calm, who choose wisdom over anger, who think before they speak, those are the ones who lead. They are remembered for their grace, not for their noise. Will you keep reacting from the pain of your past, or will you start responding from the quiet strength of your future? Lesson 7. Letting go of ego is true peace. People often struggle because of a silent, powerful force, ego. This hidden voice says, I was right. They must apologize. They don't respect me enough. I cannot let them win this. The ego demands attention, respect, and validation. When the world fails to provide this, and it will, the ego panics, and you are forced to react. But you must understand, ego is not your friend. Ego is your cage. It is the reason you stay angry, focused on the past, and unfree. The moment you release the need to prove your worth, you gain a different kind of strength. Ego lives in conflict. Your deepest self lives in peace. Example: there was a devoted employee who gave 10 years of loyal service to his company. He sacrificed everything. But one day, the company decided to replace him with a younger, cheaper worker. No thanks, no respect. The employee was filled with intense anger. His ego screamed, "How could they? I will ruin their reputation." He planned to attack the company publicly and seek revenge. But he decided to speak to his older mentor first. The mentor, a wise and successful woman, said, "My dear friend, you do not find healing by proving others were wrong. You find healing by proving to yourself that their bad actions will not stop your future." This advice changed his path. He did not fight. He walked away silently, with dignity. 6 months later, he opened his own successful business. Years later, he was more successful than the company that betrayed him because he chose peace over the burning need of his ego. The path to freedom. Choose peace every time. You must defeat the ego to achieve emotional mastery. Identify the voice. The moment you feel the desire to defend, fight, or attack, stop. Ask, is this my true self speaking, or is this my small ego screaming? Allow people to misunderstand you. It is difficult, but it is necessary. You do not need to give every person a version of the truth that makes them happy. Let them judge you. Stop fighting to be right. Ask yourself honestly, what is more valuable right now? Winning this argument or maintaining my internal peace? Choose silence where the ego demands noise. Next time someone disrespects you, breathe, smile, and walk away. You are not weak. You are simply refusing to be controlled by the fragile needs of your ego. Remember, your true value is not a topic for debate. You do not need to react to prove it. You only need to live it with quiet strength. When you let go of ego, you stop chasing external approval. You stop reacting to noise. You feel light, free, and unbreakable. Peace does not exist in loudness. It lives in the still, calm heart that no longer needs to win every temporary fight. This is the strength of true freedom. Now, choose it every single day. Thank you for watching this powerful lesson. Here at English Listening Lab, we are focused on helping you build not just your vocabulary, but your mental strength, all while improving your language skills. Learning to respond with clarity is the most effective way to practice and solidify advanced English structure and fluency. We are dedicated to helping you achieve life mastery and superior English. If this video has inspired you to choose calmness and strength, please give it a like and subscribe to English Listening Lab. Your support helps us create more essential lessons, ensuring you never miss our new videos designed to boost your fluency, confidence, and quiet power. Until next time, stay strong, stay silent, stay free.